Good morning. It is Friday morning. The puppies are 3 days old and we are going to be weighing them here this morning before I head to the vet for their dewclaw removal. So I just thought I would bring you along today. We've got a pretty busy day with getting them weighed. I weigh them every morning and every evening, and then going to the vet to get their dewclaws removed. And then I'll explain what we actually do with those dewclaws. We don't just toss them. We actually send them off for testing. So this is our first puppy that was born, Miss Harbor. She is a light blue collar. She weighed 12.9 when she was born, and she now weighs 1.32. So 1 pound, 3.2 ounces. So she is gaining well. We're getting about 1 ounce every time I weigh them. So they're gaining really well. So at this point, they've almost all gained about 5 ounces since they were born. This is gray collar, Mr. Ellis, and he also weighed 12.9 when he was born. And he weighs the exact same as his sister, 1 pound, 3.2 ounces. And I've got a chart here that I write this all down. And then we have Mr. Copper, which he is orange collar. I actually took his collar off because it was getting a little small, so I do have to replace his collar. And he weighed, 15.3 ounces when he was born. He is now 1 pound, 5.3 ounces. So he is gaining well. And then our next puppy is purple collar. This is Miss Hope. She was littler. She was 12.5 ounces when she was born. She is now 1.25. So she's gaining well. Our next puppy is our biggest puppy, royal blue collar, Frenchie. He weighed 15.5 ounces when he was born. And he now weighs 1.7. He's gained more than 1 ounce every time I've weighed him. Oh, I forgot to write those down. All right. Miss Indy is our teeny tiny little puppy. She is a white collar, but it's crazy. Her collar started to get a little small too, so I've got to replace it. She weighed 10 ounces when she was born, and I'm hoping she's going to pass that 1 pound mark. Yes, 1.02. It's so funny because our biggest puppy, Frenchie, and then this littlest puppy, Indy, they both are super, super close to doubling their birth weight. And then our party puppies, Mr. Beacon, he weighed 11.4 ounces when he was born. And he is now 1 pound and 1.1 pounds right now. Very good. And then last but not least, Miss Liberty or Libby. She weighed 12.2 when she was born, and she is now 1.11. So they are all doing amazing. So I'm going to be getting ready to put them in their crate carrier that I'm going to take them to the vet to get their dewclaws removed. So we'll see you soon, and keep following us for more updates. All right, so I've got the puppies in their little crate carrier that I'm going to take them to the vet. Frannie this is the hard part. She doesn't really understand, and I can't take her with me. So, but they are perfectly safe and comfortable in this little carrier. All right. All right, we are back from the vet. There's your babies. There's your babies. Yes. Let's take them in the room, okay? You can always tell when the milk comes down because they all get real still. Their tails just kind of perk up. And you can hear the little sounds. All right, so the next step in the process of today, which has been a super busy day with taking the puppies to get their dewclaws removed, working with the puppies to make sure they're nursing good after getting back from the vet. But I kind of wanted to share with you something else that I do. So when you take puppies to the vet to get their dewclaws removed, that's something that most people do because dewclaws can cause problems down the road. But we actually take it a little bit further. We take it another step. When we have puppy owners that want to choose one of our puppies, they like to know if the puppy is going to look furnished or not, which that means it's going to look like a doodle. Furnishing just means they're going to have the bushy eyebrows, the mustache, and the beard, and have kind of that full face. Now, they can be furnished and still kind of have a straighter coat or a wavy coat, or they could have a curly coat. So what we do is I prepare little baggies ahead of time with the collar color of that puppy and its name. And so when the vet, I don't know if you can see, when the vet removes the dewclaws, they're super careful for me to make sure that they put the proper dewclaws in the proper bag. So I've got, and what I'm going to do is I'm sending off just dewclaws for the males so that I can tell their future families whether or not they're going to be furnished or not, if they're going to have a curly coat, a wavy coat, or a straighter coat. But all of these puppies, even if they have a straight coat, are going to be less shedding than if they were full-blooded Australian Shepherd or full-blooded Bernese Mountain Dog, because of the fact that there's a poodle in there, and that does help with shedding significantly. So as you can see, I've got the girls' dewclaws here because I am choosing to go ahead and do DNA full panels on the girls so that we can decide which puppy we're going to keep in our program. Either we're going to keep her here with us as one of our pets and future breeding dog, or we may find a guardian family for her, just like we have Millie in a guardian family and Sammy, which is a little male that I'll have to share with you sometime, that we have with a guardian family too. So he will be a future stud for us. So I've put the male dewclaws in these little envelopes. It's so crazy. You're not even going to be able to see them. I literally just put them down in there. I'm not supposed to seal them up until the dewclaws themselves have dried up a little bit, but we send these off to Animal Genetics. They do dewclaw testing for furnishing. And normally what I do is just test for just furnishing. Are they going to look like a doodle or are they not? But I decided to spend a little extra just so we can get a full coat panel on them. Are they going to have a long coat, a curly coat, straight coat, wavy coat? Are they going to be furnished, and are they going to be low to non-shedding? So there's like, you got low to non-shedding, and then you've got medium shedding. So that's what we're doing. So I'm excited. I'm going to wait for these to dry. Probably I'll send them off tomorrow. So they're just sitting here with the envelopes open so that they can be drying, and I'm excited to send them off. I filled out a submission form and paid the fee, and so hopefully in probably about 2 weeks, we will have the results of the furnishing of the boys. And then I just ordered from Embark Testing the kits that we'll need to test the females. And what we do for that is we actually do a cheek swab inside of their cheek and send that off. So we will be sharing that with you as well. All right, I think that might be it for today. So I hope you guys have a great weekend. Bye-bye.